Russ has been disappointing, but I also say another guy that's been disappointing is Dame Lillard. This Caleb reminds me a lot of James Harden last year. I just mentioned him. Do you see Damian Lillard kind of just half-assing it out there? Do you see him not having his heart really in it and him just wanting to be out? Or do you think that this is just a weird adjustment with Chauncey Billups and Terry Stotts is not there, so they're not running those sets that they used to that would work so effectively? Because now those sets are really not working. Uh, or is it just a mix of both?
I think it's a mix of both because the Celtics are going through a similar thing with Jason Tatum, right? They're accumulating to a new coach, new systems getting implemented. I mean, I haven't paid attention to Chauncey's post game interviews or anything, but like last night after the Celtics game, Ime said that I had to realize in the first quarter that hey, I never did what Jason could do, so I got to let him be himself. Now, kind of a similar thing with Chauncey and Dame. Like Dame, in my opinion, is a better player than Chauncey Billups. Sue me if you want. I'm not a big Chauncey Billups guy. Kind of have to get used, and they have a different play style, so you kind of have to get used to what he does, right? And I think it's a learning curve for these new coaches. So I don't really put blame on the player as much as I do the coach. But even then, like the coach, I don't really put too much blame on him. He's still trying to figure it out too. I mean, Chauncey's bad because he doesn't even know where to put his hands. He doesn't know where to stand. He doesn't know when to sit. It's a learning curve out there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to put too much blame on anyone in that situation. Kind of just a slow start figuring everything out.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get into Dame and what his whole situation is going to be because we don't know if Dame's going to stick it out this whole year. With the whole way Chauncey of not knowing what he's doing out there and the Blazers' biggest pickup, Dame said, "Hey, I need help. Please give me more help. Please, Caleb." And guess what? Portland is like, "Yeah. You know what? I got you, Dame. You know what? Hey, Cody Zeller, come over here. Dame,
Yeah, they got Larry Nance Jr. too.
and Larry Nance Jr., you brought him up. Good point. What have you noticed from Larry Nance Jr. this year? Exactly. Nothing. He hasn't done anything. He's been missing on the court. He's been a guy that a lot of people thought, oh, he'd be that much of an upgrade. Not that much of an upgrade. So you look at a team like Portland. I'm disappointed in what I'm seeing from Dame. And I would love to see them actually try to do something different and make some type of splash of a trade. But it's difficult when you don't have much assets to give up outside
Yeah.
of Dame and CJ.